Good morning. Good morning to you. Hi, Catherine. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Donna. Good to see you all. Yeah. So, Dr. Donna says she's ready for the affirmation session. That's right. We're coming on strong and powerful this morning. I'm grateful for that. I'm feeling that too. Very good. Very good. It's a great morning. Welcome to Journal with Me. I'm Kathy Hampton of uh, Wellness and Healing Practices. We spend time here at Journal with Me to download what's on our hearts, minds, and spirits, while we also inspire one another and spend time uplifting one another uh, with our words. And yeah, it's a great day. Glad to have our community members here ready to journal. If you have never seen my videos, this is something that you just ran into or someone told you about it, which quite a few people are hear about what Kathy is doing and in her community of journalers. Um, so if you haven't seen this before, please stick around, see if you like it. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, excuse me, and ring the notification bell. So here at Wellness and Healing Practices, formerly Wellside Retreats, we're focusing on the practices of experiencing wellness and healing through various practices. You know, we do a lot of things and have a lot of bad habits, but we need to focus in on some good habits um, and making practical changes for our lives so that we can experience all that life has to offer. Because there's a lot out there that we may not have experienced or want to experience again. So, why not feel good? The body needs to feel good, um, needs to be healthy. Even for those mature women out here who are still, um, you know, doing all the things that they've you know wanted to do or want to do. We need to have a wellness practice to keep us from getting stagnant or stuck because we have a lot more in us to do. So that's what wellness and healing practices, um, my take on wellness and healing practices, are to take practical measures to live the life that we want and to move away from those um, you know things that we no longer need in our lives, no longer are serving us well. Let's do something different. And one of the practices that we do here is journal and get things off our mind, um, or to make a to do list, which is also to get things off our mind and put them down as a reference for us to come back to later on in the day or the next day or whenever it's needed. So, the other practices that I will either discuss or demonstrate will be yoga, meditation, um, breath work, massage therapy. And you would be only able to experience that with me if you were to get a massage by me. but we can massage and soothe um, ourselves. Vital touch is very important to keeping our muscles, our joints, um, and our skin in good condition. So those are some of the practices. Also, walking, hiking, and moving the body movement, not just yoga, but moving the body in other ways. We'll be discussing those here more on this channel. But for today, right now, we'll be discussing journaling and how we prepare for our journaling sessions. So, who else has jumped in here? My Peace, good to see you. Yes, great to see you here this morning. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, Catherine and Dr. Donna are here wishing you all well as well. So let's get started with our practice. What we do commonly here is we check in with ourselves, and checking in means basically um, getting a pulse on how you are doing, um, whether that be in a good mood, a bad mood, somewhere in between, sad, distracted. What is your feeling today? And we also take a weather report, so to speak, if we can't figure out the words that we want to use for how we're doing. Are you feeling sunny, a little stormy? Um, is it windy, peaceful, um, uh, turbulent, um, cloudy? Uh, those are some words that could describe how you are. So take a moment, give you a moment to think about how you're doing if you don't already know. Might need some time for that. Okay, so once you have expressed that or documented that or taken note of that feeling that you are feeling. Dr. Donna says she's feeling good with a chance of wind. With a chance of wind. Interesting. Feeling good with a chance of wind. Catherine says she's feeling calm. This is, Dr. Donna, we're going to have to talk about that. That's interesting. Feeling good with a chance of wind. Okay. And Catherine says she's feeling calm, looking forward to what the day will bring. Very good. All right. Not sure. That's right. With a chance of win. And yeah, we don't know what is coming, right? So, but, as long as we know that uh, we are protected and we protect ourselves, things are going to be all right, no matter what comes our way. Um, that is really good. I like that you guys did it that way. um, so the other thing that I wanted to share with you with respect to checking in is, why are you feeling this way? Why are you feeling good? Why are you feeling calm? I wrote that I'm feeling very good and peaceful. Okay, so yeah, it's very good. Qualified that. I'm feeling very good and I'm peaceful, feeling peaceful. And the reason why I believe is because I woke up. I just woke up in a good way. I did wake up in the middle of the night, for a moment, but went right back to sleep. I slept well, and yeah, I think I have a positive outlook on things right at this moment. And we're talking about right now. So anyone who comes in and sees this in the future, um, on replay, we're talking about when you, at the moment you have heard this on replay. Okay? At the moment, in the present, why are you feeling the way you're feeling? Yeah. Yeah, I I slept well. I needed rest. I got the rest. I went to sleep. That's why I'm feeling well. Um, took care of all the business I could take care of yesterday, but so it would not bother me or distract me from right now in this moment. So I'm feeling good. So why are you feeling good? Okay. Um, this morning I went to the Insight Timer app and just to see what the quote of the day was. And luck to my amazement and lucky for us, Toni Morrison was the featured quote. Yeah, the quote was from Toni Morrison, and it says, "Language alone protects us from the scariness of things with no names." Right? Language alone is meditation. So, just as I was saying, if you don't have the words to describe how you're feeling, right? Language can do that for you, and it because it's familiar. Anything familiar to you, a word, a phrase, it can protect us from something that we don't understand, like the emotions that we may not be able to understand. And language alone is meditation. And yeah, it helps us, it calms us, it provides a place of peace for us. Language does, if we so choose to use it in that way, I believe. So I was happy to hear about uh, hear that this quote was from Toni Morrison, one of my favorite authors. So let's so we've checked in, okay, and the next thing we're going to do is let's take some cleansing breaths. If you can get seated or if you're laying on the bed, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, get yourself grounded. You can ground yourself by basically placing your feet on the ground and also sitting straight up. Spine is nice and straight. Our spine is not ever really straight. It does have a curve in it, but we don't want to slouch over. We want to have a good airway for our breath to come up and out. And we'll take 3 cleansing breaths. We'll breathe in through the nose, hold it for 1 or 2 counts. It's up to you. And then we will exhale through the mouth. And if you can, if you're in a place to be audible as much as possible, that means that all of the air is coming out of your mouth and being released. Okay, and then you cleanse again with a new breath. And when you breathe in, your diaphragm actually should kind of be like a balloon. It should kind of blow up a little bit, not extended, but it should fill. Your tummy should fill, and then when you exhale, it's almost like the balloon is losing the air. Okay, so let's try that. You can close your eyes, which I do, or you can look down with a down your nose and without closing your eyes, looking at the floor, down your nose. And our first breath is inhaling through the nose One more time. Inhaling through the nose. One last breath in through the nose. Spend time now getting comfortable with your normal breathing pattern. Gently, slowly blinking your eyes open. Okay. You might want to take a look around the room with your eyes back home, so to speak. You're back in your environment. If you went away for a few moments by closing your eyes. All right. Now, if you haven't seen this before, we use paper, pen, crayon, we doodle, we document, we write in a on paper or in a journal, right? And that's all you need, and an open mind to um, be able to write what is on your mind. If the 20 minutes um, is, too long for you to write, or if you exhausted what's on your mind and your heart, feel free. And I want to encourage you to spend some time quietly in meditation or prayer, if that is what you choose. Take the time to get closer to yourself, okay, in quiet, because we'll be journaling in quiet, and throughout the day, sometimes we don't have that peace that we need. So, with 20 minutes on the our timer, the Ambu sound bowl, can begin our journaling session now. Okay, welcome back. I hope that you were able to journal and or meditate. I actually decided to take a little minute or so to stop writing and sit peacefully. And I believe some community members have come in. Yeah, very good. So before we started journaling, we were talking about our feelings and checking in with ourselves. And Dr. Donna says that she's feeling good because she had a good night's rest. And Catherine said that she made spaces time for herself yesterday. So I think it's just now, just how I woke this morning. Very good, Catherine. Good, good, good. Glass half full. Thanks for coming by and joining us from the West Coast. Happy to start the morning with you too. And Sibani, yeah, Sibani, I believe that's how. Good morning to you. Thanks for coming back and spending some time with us. Yes. And Chef B. Chef B, good morning, Kathy, and to everyone. After reading the comments, I'm feeling inspired to pull more positive energy out of my day. Good. Thank you. Peace and love. Peace and love to you. Yeah, I hope you can pull some goodness out for yourself. Just a little inspiration for the rest of the day, no matter where it is, what time it is. You always can spend a moment just in a space of peace, and whether that be in meditation or jotting a note down to yourself. You know, on Thursdays we meet. Really is our affirmation day. Um, it still amazes me how much I can, we can not affirm ourselves during each day. But been getting better with that. Saying, patting myself on the back, and also assuring myself that I can get this done, whatever this is, I can do it. That acknowledging where I've come from to where I am now, being grateful, and really opening myself to being gracious with myself. So today, let's spend time with that. Let's spend our time with our affirmations for ourselves, expressing powerful, positive words about ourselves, yourself. I wrote down things that you might want to consider for yourself, kindness for yourself, right? I actually meditated to that last night when I woke up, about being kind to myself, realizing the abundance in myself, what you have in abundance, love for yourself, loving yourself. We love so many things outside of ourselves. Can you love yourself? Truly feel love for yourself as you would someone else. Expressing how we feel about the beauty about ourselves, in ourselves, or outside of ourselves, the beauty of ourselves, admiration for ourselves. What do you admire about yourself? Someone asked me a few years ago, who would I be? Who would I like to be besides myself? And I could not think of anyone else I would like to be. And I said, I like me. I like I like myself, you know. Do you like yourself? We're in this body, this thing, and I like, the texture of my hair. I like the color of my skin. I I like um, I like my cheekbones. Yeah, you know. Um, yeah, I like me. So admire yourself. What is it that you can admire yourself? What do you think is beautiful about yourself? The graciousness. Have graciousness for yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself a break. And the worthiness for yourself. What is it that you believe? Why are you worthy? What is it, about you that makes you worthy? So those are the things that I thought about. I was doing this meditation um, with the woman on, I forget her name now. Oops. On Insight Timer when I woke up in the middle of the night and thought I wasn't going to go back to sleep. I put on a quick meditation, and it was very calming. And she just talks. And it's about the meditation was about being kind to yourself. And I listened to the entire thing. I think it was 10 minutes, and I soon thereafter fell asleep. But before going to sleep, I felt, yeah, Kathy, you are being kinder to yourself, because there were times when I wasn't so kind to myself. I think we all go through a stage where we are, you know, not thinking highly of ourselves, for making mistakes, for our shortcomings, our whatever. But we are our only ones. We have only ourselves, and we are in this body, in this temple that we need to take care of, including affirming who we are and what we do, and where we have been. Um, and we need to do that in the present more than just once a week on Thursdays. With In this setting, we need to do this on a daily basis. Yeah, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. So I have a few questions for you. Um, I have a few questions for you. When was the last time you told yourself that you look good? Okay. If you want to take a note and write these down, you can. But if not, you know, just answer them. When was the last time you told yourself you look good? Right? And vanity has its, vanity is fine, um, as long as, I guess everything in moderation. But why not think of yourself that you look good all the time? What about that? There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to believe that. We can say things, but truly feel it. Feel it about yourself, right? The next question I have: what makes you feel good about yourself? What is it that makes you feel happy about being you? I just said, you know, I like my cheekbones. They're getting and yeah, they say that as we get older, our cheekbones can become pronounced, especially if when you get older. I know that's the case. But yeah, what makes you feel good about you? I think what makes me feel good about me is, let's see, um, I'm curious, I'm open to learning new things and to taking chances and about and for myself. Yeah, and I feel good about that, doing that. Yeah. Next question. What have you accomplished that put a smile on your face this month? We're in the month of May. I'm going to qualify that. What have you accomplished that put a smile on your face this month? Yeah. What can you smile about? Um, yeah. So think about that. So these are the questions um, that help you to get closer to affirming yourself positively, um, powerfully. And we do this on Thursdays, but please feel free to do this all the time, multiple times during the day. Write them down. You know, Post-it notes became familiar for affirmations. Post-it notes became 3M started making lots of money when people decided to write affirmations and little notes to themselves, right? Affirmations were some of them. So people started buying up a lot of Post-it notes around that time. Back back in the ooh, I want to say late 70s, 80s, maybe. I remember my mother having stuff on her on her mirror in her bathroom. She's telling herself all kinds of things, prayers, scripture, positive statements, you know, um, yeah. Or your refrigerator was covered with those affirmations. Yeah, it's time to do that again. And say them aloud. Speak these affirmations. So, does anyone want to share any affirmation for themselves today? Right? What resonated with you today about yourself? Are you being kind to yourself? Do you know the abundance within you? Are you loving on yourself? Have you told yourself how beautiful you are? These are good things to do. Are you admiring something about yourself? Are you being gracious to yourself and finding worthiness in who you are and how you are? What is your worth? Right? I hope that you are. Um, Share this with someone else. Someone who is putting themselves down, um, constantly, um, talking bad about themselves and what they have not done. Because that's a pattern that becomes a pattern for a lot of us. Um, and it's difficult to get out because we have basically, uh, you know, aren't giving ourselves an opportunity to make a change in ourselves by putting ourselves down instead of lifting ourselves up, right? It's all about lifting us up, inspiring ourselves sometimes when we don't have anyone else to do it for us at the moment. You have to do it for yourself, or we'll do it for you. Yeah, we'll do it for you. So I want to close today with um, another practice, body work practice. We've so far covered, hand massage, right? Doing our hand massage. Um, Very good, Catherine. You are enough. Yes, you are. You are enough. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. Um, we've done our hand massage and we did the big yawn. Did a heart opener. If you're familiar with yoga poses or movement, there's the cat cow movement where you are on your hands and your knees and you undulate or move your spine so that your tummy is moving toward the ground, and then you arch your back like a cat. Well, that's that's part of a chest opener and open heart opening pose, especially when you are um, you can actually do it seated. And let's see, I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't have enough room. But um, you can put your hands on your knees and move your chest forward, and then round your shoulders back and your head down. And that's the cat cow, but seated. See if you can see that. Coming forward, and then you round your shoulders back, right? So what we did last time was we did the big yawn. We did yawned, we stretched our arms back, and we were like we were yawning. Like I was telling you that children yawn naturally; it just comes. Sometimes we don't do that as we get older. I don't know why, but but when you make that stretching moment, a movement, you're opening your heart, and your heart is so happy when you do that. Your arms are too, and your shoulders. A lot of us are weak in our shoulders because we have not used those muscles unless you are doing some weightlifting, which is some really good for mature women. Not you don't have to do heavy weights, but it's good for bone density. Um, but I am actually weak in my upper body. Our upper body strength is, and this is part of our body we use so much, especially if you know, are a mother or you cook, or we use these muscles, but we don't um, use them in a dynamic way to give them strength, and we carry a lot of our stress and strain on our neck and our shoulders, our upper back. So I want to add to the hands and the yawn. I'm calling it a yawn. I want us to just move our shoulders. Let's take time to, if you're, if you are in fact um, feeling tight in your shoulders, this would be a great opportunity to get, some movement into your shoulders. Before we get started, let's see what's going on in the conversation here. I'm exercising some boundaries, resting, pouring love into myself, and continue to try even if I'm not successful the first to second time. I'm proud of myself for that. Amen, my piece. Very good. Exercising boundaries is a workout and it does take practice. It is a practice also to exercise your boundaries, um, resting and pouring love into yourself. Good, good. And continuing to try, even if I'm not successful 1 to 2 times. Good. Very good. Thank you for sharing my piece. Um, you're proud of yourself for doing that. Amen. That's good. Good. Continue to have that pride in it in yourself. It's awesome. Practicing boundaries. My affirmation today is I am a good communicator. Awesome. That's really important. And that's a great one. That's very powerful. Very powerful. Thanks, Dr. Donna, for sharing that. Yes. Practicing boundaries. Very important one. I actually had to admit that I had fallen on my practice of boundaries with someone, and I had to recommit myself to doing so, and um, and I patted myself on the back for that, proud of that because I noticed it happen the breach, so to speak, was noticed quickly after um, I fell out of order. So I was proud that I caught myself. I caught myself, and that's what it takes. I've been practicing exercising boundaries for probably now 6 years because it was a big problem for me. So continue, ladies, practicing those boundaries because it is when you practice the boundaries, you are showing love for yourself. And when you can communicate, that's another thing about the boundaries. You have to communicate in some way that you are holding your ground. Yeah. You need to tell somebody if it's not yourself. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. I can't do that. I'm moving away. And I actually had to do that for myself and for the person that I said that to. So kudos to you all for holding on to those boundaries, exercising. Yeah, exercising that. So let's move our shoulder roll with some shoulder rolls. Um, let's first, and we'll get started with that in a minute. I'll give a demonstration of that. If you can see my shoulders, we don't want our shoulders ever to be like this. This is a really painful, and it's also the movement that when our shoulders are up towards our ears, we tend to hold our breath when that happens, um, like you're shivering, trying to keep yourself warm, and you're doing this. You're holding your breath almost too. So get loose, shake it out, shake your arms out. You have to. All right, and just a simple shoulder roll. If you know that this will not feel good for you, you might want to wait until you feel that you can roll your shoulders up and back and around, up, back and around, up toward your ears, but back. You're not holding it up there and around, up, back and around. And then we're going to go in reverse. We're going to go back, up, and forward and down. So just a simple movement. And this can be done, this practice, these things that I'm showing you can be done in the morning, the middle of the day, anytime that you might feel relief. And what that does is just help the joints here be mobile, right? Give some comfort to any stiffness, right? All right, so let's do the 3 movements together in sequence. Let's do our hand massages, right? Okay, we're gonna rub our hands together. If you brought your cream, which I did not to do today, you can use that and get your hands, um, you know, a little moisturized, which is always good, and it helps the glide. So just rubbing your hands and then wringing your hands, kind of holding your hands and just rubbing this way. Okay. Now taking your hands, placing them together, and then intertwining the fingers, and then bringing your shoulders up, and then we're just going to be pulling gently back. We're going to do this 3 times. This is the second time. And pulling. Now we're going to massage each finger by taking our index finger and our thumb and pulling on, I don't know if you can see this, pulling and, right? Kind of snapping it, right? I hope that you all can see what I'm doing. It's not a clear movement but yeah, there you go. That's an easier way. I'm kind of rubbing and then pulling it. And if you have your knuckles are sore, just take it easy. Give them a nice squeeze though. You don't have to pull so hard. And yeah, okay. Then let's clap, getting some circulation in our hands, okay? And now moving on to our opening up our heart. We're gonna put our hands, I guess we can do this together, put our hands together like this, and then just bring your shoulders back, opening up the arms, and kind of behind you. And you're gonna feel a stretch in your chest up here. And it may be sore because you're not used to doing that. If it is, we're gonna just a modification to that. Let me push my chair, move my desk rather. This is the modification to here and back, right? Let's do that again. The arms come to the side and you're out, and then and back with the chin up. If you're modifying that, it's just here. All right. One more time. Back, and then the modification is here. All right. And our shoulder rolls. Let's do those 3 more times in each direction. We're going up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Now let's go up, forward, and back. Did I do that right? No. Up, forward, and back. Up, forward, and back. Down. Up, forward, and down. So that is our movement for the day. In the chair yoga. All right. Until I can get set up for more body work. But we're moving that way. There's lots we can do. Since we sit up and write, we sit up to meditate, we're working the upper body. And next week, I want to um, show you how to massage your décolleté, which is something that we do not massage enough. I will be fully dressed, but this can happen. This can work really well when you are in the shower or getting out of the shower, or anytime that you decide that you need this part, and you'll feel it when we do it next week. That movement. So yeah, let's see. All right. How are you guys doing today? It's fun. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun to move, right? It is fun to move and stretch. And sometimes we don't even realize that we haven't moved our body in a certain way because we haven't done it in a while. Um, yeah, we haven't done it in a while, and we need to keep doing it. Um, and yeah, it's just like if you haven't been out for a walk and you walk for, an hour, where you usually walk for a half an hour, and you're like, wow, that made a difference. And it's just something simple, something that can be really simple. So I want to thank you for joining me on this Thursday to journal with me. I'm glad always to be here in community with you. And I always do this. At the top of in the comments, you'll see a link. I'm so sorry, and it's in the description also on YouTube for the Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black women, May 18th and 19th. Get your ticket for anyone who's experienced or experiencing job detox. Um, there's a virtual summit created by Marissa Price and Kimani Norrington Sands. Um, both are in the field of social work and psychology, and have gotten a group of women, including Stephanie Perry, who has a new book coming out soon about job detox. There will be a number of speakers, panel speakers, to help you move through to become liberated. You can find that information in the comments as well as in the description box. As a former uh, detox, no, toxified employee for many, many years, I encourage you to find whatever resources you need. I did a lot of work on my own, um, and I'm very proud of myself for moving away from what no longer served me after I'm going to say half of my career. So, with that, tell somebody you love or tell somebody you know who want you want to assist in helping them getting out of that, getting out of that mindset, getting away from the trauma. Help them out by referring them to that. Have a wonderful day. Yes, happy Mother's Day. Yes, have a lovely day, my peace. And thank you, Sunny L, for getting up so early this morning and talking with us. Good to be here with you. I really appreciate you so much. And Catherine, I'm glad you're feeling better. Have a wonderful day. Dr. Donna, always a great time with you as well. Take care. Much love to you. I love you. I appreciate you all for supporting yourself, but so happy that you are supporting me, but so happy that you are supporting yourself. I appreciate all of that. All right. Take care. Talk with you next week. Bye.